Hey guys, welcome back. It's so good to see y'all again. I want to go over what we're going to do today and some of the things that we're going to be discussing. So today we're going to continue, um, touching on positive coping skills, and we're going to talk about how we've been feeling since the last session. And I also want to kind of get your input on how you guys thought the last session was. Um, if you liked it, if there's some things that you didn't like, things that you want to change. I know we kind of talked about the group rules in the first session. I do want to remind you guys of those. We talked about being respectful and giving others, opportunity to share, and everybody's feelings are valid, and we want to respect those and make others feel comfortable and safe. So since the last session, is there anything that you guys thought about you wanting to add, or any comments?
Yeah, I would like to keep confidentiality a priority.
Yeah.
Throughout the group.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that we can all do. Makes everybody feel comfortable and safe. Just want to remind you guys again, confidentiality means that what is said here stays here just for the safety of others. So, anything else?
A summary at the end of each session.
Okay, yeah.
Review what we talked about.
Yeah, I like that. I think that'll be good. Just kind of a wrap up. Okay, awesome. Okay, how has everybody been feeling lately since the last session?
I've been feeling kind of, guilty. I guess guilty is kind of the word.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking a lot about harming myself.
Yeah, that's very hard to admit, so I really do thank you for sharing. That is something that comes along with this happening. You guys feel that it's your burden and that somehow you caused this, and research does show that you are at a higher tendency to harm yourself as well. So has anybody else felt that way recently? Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. What have you guys been doing to kind of cope with that, kind of help that? Like, I'm glad that you guys haven't, but I also don't want to send you away after the session and you still have feelings that way and don't know how to deal with those.
Try to put ourselves around positive people and positive attitudes. Being around family and friends helps out a lot. Having that support.
Yeah. So what kind of, can you name some people that are very supportive right now for you? People that you can rely on?
Yeah, my parents and my best friends.
Yeah.
Other friends and family that's been through the same situation.
Yeah, that's always good.
That have overcome it. So.
That's always good. So anybody else would like to share some of their supports?
I've been talking to a lot of siblings.
Yeah.
Parents too. Definitely talk to the parents.
Yeah.
It's just hard,
Right. Logan, how about you? Would you like to share some supports?
Just siblings,
Yeah.
family, and friends.
Yeah. It's always good to have positive supports. I know sometimes with suicide, it can be hard from the community to the community, maybe some family members, friends, they don't understand. Suicide does tend to have a social stigma that is kind of frowned upon, and that can also add to your feelings of guilt, anxiety, depression, anger. So it is good to have some social supports that are positive and that you can call on. Can anybody identify some coping skills that they have used in a positive way since our last session? And would anybody like to share and talk about those?
I've been keeping what I talked to you about the last session. Staying active. Definitely been hanging around kind of bigger areas. Trying not to stay alone.
Yeah, that's That's good. Logan, what about you?
Same thing.
Just,
Just staying in bigger spaces around more people.
like, where are some places that you go?
Some environments. The park.
Yeah, that's a good one. Awesome. Ryan, what about you?
Yeah, just like going out and going to the movies and doing stuff like that. Just kind of
Yeah,
trying to keep my mind not thinking about it.
yeah,
But it's definitely helps not being by yourself. Anytime any opportunity presents itself to go get out and be active about it, helps a lot.
right. Okay, so something that I kind of want to present to you guys today as, think of it kind of like homework. It's gonna help you, to kind of look back after this group is over, to kind of look at your progress, to kind of track it. So what I want you guys to do is, when you're having these feelings, whether it be anger, depression, guilt, anxiety, thoughts of self-harm, whatever it may be, I would like for you guys to journal about it. It doesn't have to be necessarily in a journal. You can jot it down on the notes in your phone, just whatever is most convenient for you. But jot it down, and then jot down also what you did that day for coping. Like, if you went out in public, went out to the park, went to the movies, if you talked to your positive support systems, if you did some inside coping skills, drawing, just whatever it may be. And then write down how you felt after. I think looking back at that when you are having these feelings will kind of help you to do a positive coping skill and to, kind of gauge in that behavior. So, is that something that everybody could do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. And then I would like for you guys to bring those to the next session, and we'll just kind of talk about it and see how it went, and go from there. So,
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions, comments so far?
I feel like it does help to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
You try hard to not think about it and not be around it and try to keep a positive attitude about it, but it does make you angry, knowing that you've lost someone and you're not ever going to see them again. And
Right.
that's the tough part.
Yeah.
But I feel like this does help a lot.
Yeah. It's definitely a tough subject to deal with, and this support group is for you to realize that you're not alone in this situation, that the angry feelings that you have and the guilt feelings that you have are not indifferent than others. I feel like in this group, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but in this group everybody has shared some sort of feelings of guilt, anger, and sadness. Could we say that's right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions that they would like to ask another group member about anything that they've said, or about their story, how they've been dealing with it?
Bailey, how do you? What are some of the other things that you do to try to help keep your mind off of it?
I guess I just try to, besides being active, I guess I try to. It's not just about being active; it's about doing something that can occupy that time and that mental space. It's not enough to just keep doing something. You gotta do something that interests you. Doing something that you can relate to.
So just trying to keep your mind off of it. That's what's.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, but basically the same thing. It's so hard not to think about it, or think that I could have done something to help or make a difference.
Logan, is there anything that you would like to share? Some tips that you've been doing that's been helpful?
Just staying active mostly. Mostly what they said.
What does that mean for you, staying active? What does that mean?
Having something to do that has a purpose to it. To give my mind a purpose instead of thinking about it.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up as what we've talked about so far. We talked about our coping skills, negative and positive. We talked about our feelings. I want everybody to remember your social support systems, and also don't forget to journal.